Tom Aspinall's rise in the UFC has been nothing short of remarkable. Heading into UFC 321, the British powerhouse sharpens every weapon he possesses to defend his interim heavyweight crown. This film captures Aspinall's relentless grind, his focused mindset, and the high-intensity training that defines his championship drive. Tom Aspinall's training camp opens quietly in Manchester, but the atmosphere crackles with focus. Each day starts with breathing drills and shadow boxing, warming up both body and mind. His coaches stress precision small details that make the difference at championship level. Aspinall knows Cyril Gane's elusive style demands patience and timing, so every movement in camp is built around reading distance and reacting instantly. The champion's team limits distractions, cutting social noise and focusing entirely on mastery. This isn't about hype, it's about control. Cardio and conditioning dominate the next phase. Aspinall's coaches push him through brutal sprint intervals, air bike circuits, and altitude mask runs to build the lungs of a machine. His goal isn't just power, it's efficiency, the ability to maintain explosion for 5 hard rounds. Recovery science also plays a role: cryotherapy, deep tissue therapy, and strict sleep monitoring. Every heartbeat, every calorie, every repetition is tracked. While the world debates tactics, Aspinall builds the foundation of endurance that separates contenders from champions. He's training his body to perform when the cage closes and oxygen feels scarce. Tom's blend of speed and power defines his style. In this camp, he refines that balance. Footwork drills under pressure cones, resistance bands, and movement pads turn heavy steps into effortless pivots. His boxing coach sharpens combinations that start with a feint and end with devastating precision. They replay footage of past knockouts, analyzing how angles created chaos for opponents. The message: stay unpredictable. Gane may move like a middleweight, but Aspinall plans to make him freeze with timing. Power is nothing without precision, and this camp is about uniting both in harmony. Few realize how much wrestling fuels Aspinall's success. During UFC 321 camp, he dives deeper into chain wrestling, focusing on transitions that blend into striking. Sessions with elite grapplers test his hips and pressure. He studies Gane's past struggles against takedown artists, developing sequences that break rhythm and force defensive reactions. Drills repeat endlessly until muscle memory takes over. By the end, Aspinall moves like a heavyweight with the agility of a lightweight wrestler. The camp's mantra is simple: if you control the base, you control the fight. Strength sessions at Team Aspinall are nothing ordinary. Tire flips, sled pushes, and compound lifts dominate the program. The sound of weight slamming echoes through the gym like thunder. Aspinall's father, a former coach himself, oversees the technical side, ensuring every lift improves explosiveness, not just bulk. The focus is kinetic energy, how to transfer force from the floor to the fist. This philosophy turns gym work into real fight power. It's not bodybuilding, it's functional brutality designed to make every strike count. Behind the power lies the mindset. Aspinall works with a sports psychologist to refine focus and emotional control. Visualization exercises replay the fight in his head hundreds of times, each scenario ending with composure. Meditation sessions follow, with breathing control under simulated crowd noise. He embraces discomfort, training the brain to find calm in chaos. His team says his emotional maturity now matches his physical prime. UFC 321 isn't just a test of technique, it's a test of mental discipline. For Aspinall, victory begins long before the first punch lands. Aspinall's strength comes from the collective around him. Coaches, sparring partners, nutritionists, all united under one mission. They push him hard but protect his rhythm, preventing burnout. Training camps can break fighters mentally, but here, laughter and respect fill the room between rounds. Sparring partners switch styles daily, mimicking Gane's movement, testing every adaptation. The environment feels like a family forged in sweat and purpose. They're not chasing fame, they're chasing execution. Aspinall calls them his silent army, and it's that unity that keeps him grounded while the spotlight grows. Every afternoon, the focus turns to striking intelligence. Aspinall's team dissects frame-by-frame footage of Gaines' feints and footwork. They rehearse counters until his responses become instinct. He's not looking for a brawl, he's crafting control. Timing drills against southpaw sparring partners sharpen reaction speed. Even the smallest habits, shoulder drops, stance adjustments get fine-tuned. The gym atmosphere turns surgical. Aspinall's approach mirrors a chess player plotting several moves ahead. He's preparing not just to win but to dominate with calculation. When fight week nears, intensity peaks. Aspinall visualizes the octagon every night, rehearsing the opening exchange, the rhythm, the finishing moment. His coaches taper training volume but increase sharpness. Light sparring, explosive mitt-work, and timing drills replace grind sessions. The British heavyweight feels calm yet dangerous, a predator conserving energy before the strike. To him, UFC 321 isn't a burden, it's validation of years of grind. Every sacrifice, every early morning, every drop of sweat builds toward one moment under the lights. Tom Aspinall steps into UFC 321 not just as a champion, but as an evolution of the modern heavyweight. His training reflects balance, power, speed, intelligence, and control. Whatever happens inside the octagon, one truth remains: greatness isn't built overnight. It's forged daily in silence and sacrifice.